take the complex issue of Tottenham supporters' use of the word yid. On Monday of this week, England's Football Association says that word should be banned, but many Spurs fans are vowing to continue singing it at games. Followers of other clubs use it as an insult in relation to the team's Jewish roots, and it's even been the subject of an anti-racism campaign.
But for some reason, a lot of fans still shout this word, and it begins with Y.
What they're chanting is a racist word for Jews, the Y word.
Nah, they just mean Tottenham fans. That's what they call themselves. It's just a bit of a laugh.
Is it? Well, what about these chants?
Now, to give more context, we solicited the views of three men who find themselves at the very center of this issue. Raymond Simonson is the CEO of the Jewish Community Center in London, and he's a Spurs fan. Mel Gomez, who's been supporting the team for over 30 years and recently wrote a book about Tottenham's Champions League campaign 3 seasons ago, along with Peter Herbert. He's the co-chair of Race for Sport. They spoke to my World Sport colleague, Don Riddell.
Raymond, we'll begin with you. As a member of the Jewish community, how do you feel when you hear this word being chanted?
So for me, it's a very complex issue. I've been a lifelong season ticket holder, Spurs supporter like my father was. I sit around and every match I go to, I hear the word being chanted. I've never in my life said the word myself, never chanted the word, and yet it doesn't bother me when the fans around me sing it in the supportive way they do. And that puts me in a strange position, especially as a vocal and active member of the Jewish community.
Mel, how did these chants begin?
Well, it's always been used as a positive term. It's a term of endearment or a celebration of identity. So it's a bit disproportionate when you hear people criticising Spurs fans for singing it. The video you just showed wasn't Spurs fans singing it. It was sung as an insult. So it's a lot about context. Spurs fans use it as a positive term.
Peter, if Tottenham fans say that chants like this are harmless, shouldn't they be entitled to decide what is and isn't acceptable?
Unfortunately not, and it's a process of education which the video makes clear. And when we looked at the issue last October, November, off the back of it, we had lots of complaints from Jewish fans, both at Tottenham and elsewhere, who felt that they couldn't speak out, that the silent majority did not feel comfortable with this term. And if it's unacceptable for the N word to be used, it's unacceptable for the Y word to be used. And our policy is you must have zero tolerance because it's about respect. And off the back of it, the chant only came into prominence because Tottenham did not seem to challenge the anti-Semitic chants that were taking place at Millwall and Chelsea and other grounds, where the Tottenham fans then used it as a form of self-defence.